The other tool that I just recently bought was a Craftsman 10-inch bandsaw. And for the price, it's a pretty decent saw. So I've got the big Laguna saw upstairs, and I needed another saw to help just rough cut bodies before I route them, or to just have another saw in the basement versus running upstairs to the garage all the time. What I really like about this saw are some of the features on it. For $169, I got it on sale. It holds a 3/8 inch blade, and I probably wouldn't put any bigger blade on that other than this. But it's pretty well constructed versus some of the other saws that I've seen on the market. It's got nice ball bearing guides for the back and the side guides here. It's all milled aluminum, which is actually pretty thick. It's 1/4 inch thick, if not thicker in some areas. All of the levers and adjustments are very smooth. Pretty well built machine for $169. It is a little bit underpowered. It's only got a 1/3 horsepower. It does have a nice dust port on the back here. It also has a pretty nice fence that I won't be using because of how I'll be cutting my wood. But all in all, the movement of the arm here is pretty nice. There's not a whole lot of deflection on the machine as I've been using it. I really will be using this to cut out guitar bodies and anything else, but I'm really pretty happy with the performance of the saw. Probably what it needs to have is a 1/4 inch blade on it at full times. I think the 3/8 inch blade is a little bit harsh on the motor. But all in all, I really am happy with this saw. I think for the price point, it's really good. You know, some people will ask, why won't I buy Grizzly? So the Grizzly 14 inch is about $400. And I just recently bought a Grizzly lathe, and I ended up dropping the tool rest. And the tool rest actually just kind of cracked off. And I only dropped this from about 3 feet. And the iron on this is just junk. And actually this is the second one, because the other tool rest that I got also had a problem and it cracked when I was using it. So I'm not really happy with the Grizzly stuff. You know, Grizzly is definitely cheaper in some instances. But I like the construction of this saw. I like the way it's built. I like the guides. You know, it's portable. I can move it around the shop if I need to. You know, it's got almost a full 10 inches, about 9 3/4, and it can resaw. It's about 5 inches. Yeah, about 4 3/4. And so for what I'm doing with guitar bodies, this is really perfect. Really like the saw, like the construction features of this. Would definitely buy another one. I would like to have a larger saw, but for the price point, can't really be beat. So we'll see how this one goes. I'll post an update on it. You know, the tension arm is nice up here. You know, some of the knobs are plastic, but that's kind of what you get, you know, for the price point. But all in, I think it's a pretty decent saw for the price. You know, the dust collection in the back. I've got a 1.5 horse dust collector down here. So as I'm using it, really don't get a whole lot of dust on the machine. All in all, if you need a small bandsaw to do some, you know, rough cutting and to do some quick cuts, I would definitely go with this saw. Pretty happy with it.